Hello and welcome. This video is more than just a behind the scene. This video is an invitation into the inner process of creating a video dance. This is emerged from a very personal transformation, and I already made this video but in Spanish, so welcome to all the tools that you need to make your own video. As artists, it's essential to return to our work with fresh eyes, to reinterpret it, to reimagine all the ideas that we already had before. I decided to use the same music from my early piece as a symbolic thread connecting to different versions of myself. The person I was then and who am I now, and how I connect the same idea in these different versions of time. Welcome to this amazing experience. My name is Ashley. I am a Mexican artist in Canada, and now I am expanding this content to English speaker or listening. Thanks for watching, and let's go through this process. If you ever wonder how to create something raw, emotional, and cinematic with limited resources, for example, just a phone, just your body, or your intuition, this is for you. In the next 20 minutes, I share with you my artistic process, the emotional origin, the conceptual development, the planning, the collaboration, and what it means to shot in nature. Of course, explain you how to make your own video. To talk about the being, it's necessary to talk about the different layers that a human being can have. You know that video dances are usually about the body or about the dance, but I love to do my video dances really deep in the topics that I choose. This video can help you if you like to do like a short, a movie, a musical movie. So it's really important to be connect with your topic. Breaking the habit to be yourself is a really hard and intellectual book, so I was make sure that I was understanding everything and being really patient about connecting with the message of this book. The origin of the project. This project was born in the middle of winter, not just seasonally, but emotionally. I was going through a period of intense introspection. I think it's my first winter here, feeling deeply insulated and disconnected. There was a silence both outside and within me, but then something shifted. Every person is different. To take the inspiration of your ideas is very important to be in silence or in the nature. I used to meditate and start develop these ideas in my head. This is also a creative habit. I took theoretical ideas from Joe Dispenza's work around energy and personal evolution and started translating them into a cinematic language. I created a development document that helped me to anchor the process, my objectives, my conceptual inspiration, the tone, some reference, the estimated duration, all these technical things that we need to start with. So that's why I recommend you to do your first document with all the ideas and then start translating these ideas into a visual thoughts too. To develop a story, it's really important to have a beginning, a climax, and a final. I used to divide the different moments of an idea and start to put in that ideas in some places, in some images. I knew that I want a white room, I want to use the bike, I want to connect with the nature, all the meanings that I start to have in by the book, now interpreted by my own experience, creating a story. So it's really important to trust in your ideas because they are original. You can always get inspiration of other job, but it's very important to trust that if this idea doesn't make sense, just write it down, and you will know in the next steps why you are thinking in this way. I always used to do my projects alone, but in this same process of migration, I decided to reinterpret this project by other person. So I took the brave to call someone else. Well, here's where Isabel joined to the video, the main actress, dancer. She's not just a dancer, she's a sensitive artist and storyteller. I gave her the book that inspired the project, and we had long, vulnerable conversations about what this story meant to us as a woman, more for her because now the story, the ideas, start to make a timeline with her own experience. Talking about inspiration is really important to look for other interpretations of the same book or the same idea that you are having. You don't know how many artists have been doing your same idea. Just take it as an inspiration, and that will give more juicy to your idea. I show to Isabel all these videos to give to her the main idea really developed. Our shooting list. Once the concept felt clear, we moved to the visual stage. We create a simple shot, breakdown, a document where each scene was listed with technical and emotional elements. Camera type, movement, frame size, composition, natural light preference, and desired mood, like actions. Then came the visual storyboard. The scouting is a really important part because if you are describing your scenes with the movements, with the angles, you need to know where are you recording, how you are recording, in what time of the day you are recording. So this shot list is for that, to have an order or of what are you doing, when, where, and all that. You can find really easily a shot list in internet. We didn't choreograph the traditional sense. We explore, we made a laboratory, we experiment through improvisation and camera rehearsals. This is very important if you have actors or dancers or anything that is in the camera. You need to make sure that exists a connection between the camera and the thing that is happening. We investigate different physical and emotional states. We try to respond to the sound, to the silence, to the memory in every action of Isabella. There were sessions where we didn't record anything. We just move, allowing the emotions to speak through the body. We pay attention to the micro gestures, the breath, and also what activities in the daily life of Isabel were connected with the meaning of the book. Until now, we have two documents. Our main idea connected with the visual. The second one is the shoot list. And now this is our shooting plan. We schedule the shoot over several days. This is the moment where you are organizing what frames are gonna be first, what scenes then, and all the organization in 1, 2, 3 days, depend on the film. Every shot they had its own emotional tone, her own light. So you need to make sure that everything is having coherence because you also are gonna to transport. You are going to have breaks to change things. So you need to plan the days of recording. And for this video, we prepare costumes, props, makeup, and the character intention in advance in all these rehearsals. I used to rehearsal with my camera and then taking a little bit of time to see that shots before the recording day so I can make sure that the things are happening. Some of the best moments came from unplanned decisions. It's also a really intuitive moment when you as director are just letting your heart talking or your mind talking, and you need to trust in that moment because there is your essence. We respect the process, including food breaks and all that. Let's go for the recording part because this is a really interesting part of our process. I call Isabel to be 7 a.m. That's really crazy, but we need light, we need time, and everything was good. The day we planned to shoot in the forest, but it was raining hard all day. At first, it felt like a disaster, but then we paused and asked, what if this is exactly what we need? And I was the responsible to take the decision, so I asked and we decided to go in the rain, of course, being prepared. We danced in the rain under cold gray skies with an umbrella, soaked and shivering, and something changed. The story transformed. The rain became a symbol of cleansing, of letting go. It added a lot of vulnerability and texture that we could never have scripted. The forest felt alive. The storm didn't ruin our plan. We take it. It revealed a new layer of truth. It made everything more real, even if it was a little bit hard because we changed the camera now for an iPhone recording. But you need to be ready for all these unexpected moments and take your professionalism or your heart or whatever you have in that moment to go through that challenge. Just a little tip, make sure that you were recording because you never know what could happen that you don't see when you are recording. So if you have time, go and see the scene in the camera, in the phone. Professional used to have a monitor, but make sure that the scene was recorded, that everything was good, not in every shot, just in the most important that you think. And also, if you have something like a backup, like a other memory card or other battery, always can save your day. The part of the joy is also very important because we are doing this for that, right? Because it's making us feel good. So try to connect all the time with your inner child, with your big artist. I think we always laughed, but in this moment is really big opportunity to trust in ourselves, in our team. And also, if you don't have idea what is going on in the shots that you are recording, you will figure out in the edition. I know I say before that you need to plan really carefully, and that's better, but sometimes things change. You are going to experience these kind of moments to become a better artist or film director. I personally think that I feel alive when I am doing all this. I hope that you have seen the video of breaking the habit, the film dance, so you can connect more with this process and also seeing the example of the historical thing. So right now we plan, we record. Let's go to the last part, and that is the edition. After the shot, I had over 4 hours of footage, handheld camera, static tripod shots, mobile footage, improvised takes. Editing became its own emotional journey. Make sure that you are transferring all the material really carefully. If you are editing in your phone or in a computer, it doesn't matter, just make sure that you have all the material safe. I use several tools. I can recommend you many editions, but depends how much experience you have in this moment. Premiere, DaVinci, CapCut, LumaFusion, depending on what each sequence need. I followed the timeline we had written, that I had write, but also listening to the footage. Sometimes the clips spoke louder than my plans, and it's also a really intuitive part of creating, that you can have an idea, but with the edition you need all the time to get the balance of take a risk and make sure that you are doing the steps of your script. That's the beauty of editing. It's about rhythm, intuition, and feeling, and also organization. Eventually, I create 2 versions of the final Videodance. One follows the original structure, as I just told you, the story of 2 persons, 2 characters, and the other is more one person, like in the story. You will understand. But both are true, both are belong. If you get stuck, just take a moment to breathe. I used to take a lot of these moments to meditate again, to go back to the script, to talk with people like, hey, I don't know what to do, like all the time. Open you and be available to transform your idea and be loyal to you, and also be open to transform your own ideas. This project is more than a video. It's a mirror. It reflects the inner process of the mind, of the body, not just as a director, also talking by Isabel, not just as an artist, but we enjoy so much this process, and this is a testimony of the book. I think so. I never thought that I was able to do a video dance, a film dance by a book, and I think it's a really good idea for everyone to want to do it. If you're watching this and you have been waiting for a perfect moment to create, I want to tell you, start now. You already have everything that you need. Use your phone, use your body, use your friends in a good sense, use your truth. Surround yourself with people who believe in your vision. Be brave enough to make mistakes and let nature surprise you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. And again, if you wanna see the video, the result of all this process, please look in the description of the videos. I have linked both final versions of the video dance below. And if you want more content about dance, filmmaking, and intuition, please subscribe. This is just the beginning. Thank you so much.